Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA. DA.
Kevin, thanks for...
All right, David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Jackson is doubled. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Rebound Brooklyn.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George with no one around. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Now the Clippers with it. And here's Leonard from three. Drills the three-pointer.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Harden scanning the floor. He feeds it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots from 14, and the jumper is good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Left side, George. Back to Jackson. To the inside. George passes to Zubac. Up again, and George able to finish. George has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Harden against Jackson. And slam dunk by Jordan.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's George. He dishes it to Morris. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. Back to Morris. Shoots over KD. Fires it up. George, no good.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert.
That was something else.
That was nasty. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
George passes to Jackson. And stolen by Irving. Harden with it. George picks him up. Harden kicks to Durant. Misses off the left iron.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Here's Batum. Rebounded by the Nets. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Brown, good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Beverly. Upside Rondo. Durant against Kennard. Back to Rondo. Batum wide open. He fires. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. The 11-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Cousins kicks to Rondo. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cousins, no one around him, and not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Green dishes to Durant. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
No need to play hot potato with the clock running down. Get it to KD and leave him alone.
Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Man in at the 3. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Man passes to Batum. Over in the corner, Beverly. Moves back up. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from DeMarcus Cousins. Beverly against Irving. Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop. Claxton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Cousins gets it to go.
That's what you need your stars to do. Time running out. Find a way to make it happen. Excellent play by DeMarcus.
Irving against Beverly. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Beverly against Irving. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Brown. And stolen by Harris. To the paint. Brown finds Harris. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Back to Morris. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Harden against George. Harden up top. He's got 6 and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Brooklyn shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. The first one falls.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. George looking over the floor. Rondo drives in. Zubac finds Rondo. Outside for George. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Harden the pass to Shamet. Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George fires. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Nets leading by 4. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
The Nets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here's George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 6 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deep is told they got themselves into it. That's all for now. Say good.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Harden outside. Pass to Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he sinks the 2nd. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Jackson. And the shot goes in. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Inside. Out to Harris. The three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. This one for three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And Zubac picks up the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Nets leading by 4. Harden outside. Right side, Jordan. Out to KD. Over Cousins. Shots good by Durant. And the Nets lead by 6.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Beverly. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by the Nets. Shamet with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's an 8-point Nets lead.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Back to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Beverly the pass to Batum. No good that time. Great D that time from Durant. And now we've got the intentional foul. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. You just kind of look at personal preference.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet.
Sheer power by DeMarcus Cousins. It's a brave man who's willing to step in front of him when he's coming downhill.
Here's Harden, and the rejection by Cousins. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
.106 left to play in the third. Harden finds Brown. Back to Harden. And stolen by Cousins. Fast break, here they come. Kennard with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. He had a nice open look right there. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch and shoot game. Harden
dishes to KD. No good again that time.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. KD's shot is good. Durant's got 6 points.
Durant has one thing on his mind. When he gets the ball in close, attack.
There's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jackson's got his second bucket.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets out in front, leading by just 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Rajon Rondo is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Zubac, the pass to Rondo. He kicks it to Leonard. Nets leading by 3. Brown finds Green. Back to Brown. Pass to Irving. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Now the Clippers moving it up. And the dunk by Zubac.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Griffin. Green left side. Outside Irving. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. A miss that time would have put him up.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And the rejection by Zubac. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Five on the clock. And here's Leonard from 3. And Irving pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. To the paint, here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
From the wing, Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 3.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Irving against George. Pass to Zubac and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. The shot's good from Irving.
When the lights are at its brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
Outside, George. minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Claxton. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Jordan inside. Zubac's defending. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. Launches it. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The wide open look for Durant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Outside Durant. On the wing, Irving. Tries again. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD, he's open. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 7.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
From deep, George. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now. A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena, no doubt. And as things...
Hey, Kevin. Well...
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's his. And it's KD in at the power forward position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. KD's shot is off. To the inside, here's DiVincenzo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Now Irving. Up top, Durant. Antetokounmpo defending. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The pass to Middleton. From deep. Offensive rebound. Giannis passes to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Irving from the arc. The putback. And KD is right there.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it down to Middleton. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Irving. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. 6 to shoot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Giannis outside. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton drives in. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Stolen by Tucker. Holiday finds Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Brown the pass to Griffin. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Forbes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. Offensive rebound. Brown. Back to Griffin. Another shot. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
34 seconds left in the first. Pass to Connaughton. Holiday up top. James Harden with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ahead. The kick out to Irving. The feed to Griffin. So they take the lead. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talking.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second-chance opportunities.
We've got Teague. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Outside Portis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And that one hits back iron. The Nets with the lead. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Teague dishes to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Teague against Johnson. It's Portis, high post. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And good that time.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Johnson. Now here is Harris. It's going to be a goaltending call here. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Now, here is Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lets it go. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
This offense just continues to impress.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 7. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
And a deep 3 from Irving. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
No good there. Durant with some nice D.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. The kick out to Giannis. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And so it's Brooklyn. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Green, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now, here is Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Harris. Harden outside. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Giannis outside. Here's Middleton. Can't connect from short range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And slam dunk by Jordan. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era. is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Middleton. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Irving surveying the floor. The shot will not fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And Holiday has it in the corner. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Down low. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Now, here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for P.J. Tucker. And the Nets also making a change. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. Now, here's Shamet. Pass to Claxton. Great tee that time from Giannis. Bucks trail by 4. Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Shamet. And contact on the and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Brown. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Brown kicks to KD. Pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Griffin with the steal. Brown with it. Passes to Shamet. KD, that's for 2. Misses. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance
to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 8-point game. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Shot from the low block. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Bucks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Portis with it. Pass to Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, make no mistake, guys, one of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Jordan. Green deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Harden, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tucker with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets leading by 8. Lobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Harden outside. Outside Irving. Pocket 6. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Irving against DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. And an intentional foul right there. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And Giannis is subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Here is Harden. He dishes it to Irving. Steps back and fires. That's good on the jump shot. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Antetokounmpo against Green. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Harden. From deep. That one misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Stolen by Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now, here is Harden. Harden missing again.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And here are the Nets. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Irving against DiVincenzo. There's the triple. And no good that time. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. Great Sunday night with the Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. They get it back. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Middleton drives in. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Leonard finds Jackson.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. George passes to Morris. Here's Leonard. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Middleton outside to the inside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Another miss by Middleton.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Jackson. Launches it. Connects from three-point range.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
A 3 from Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
George looking over the floor. It's good from long range. George has got 5 now.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
And Clark, they said back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Nobody near George. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 8.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. Rondo passes to Beverly. Inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Kennard's shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead. They lead by 3. Stay. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Batum is out there with Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Connaughton passes to Forbes. Back to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. Feeds it to Batum. Back to Kennard. Batum. It's good on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Connaughton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Tucker can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Shoots. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Three-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kennard with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside for Rondo. And here's Kennard. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday looking over the floor. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. From deep, George. That one, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
George passes to Zubats. Down low. Outside for George. The rebound by the Bucks. 54 seconds left in the first half. DiVincenzo against George. Here's Middleton. The putback and the rejection by Zubats. It's George on the wing. .26 seconds left in the first half. It's George on the wing. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Nwora. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A deep three from Leonard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Now, here's George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
To the middle. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Nice job down low. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And here's George for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
For 3. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To end the run, and George kicks to Morris. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Five on the clock. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
George dishes to Morris, and the basket is good. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Batum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Takes a lot to throw Batum off his game. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score.
Now the pass to Noro. And here is Portis. Teague the pass to Portis. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, I love when Cousins uses his reach and strength to stymie shooters. Nice positioning on defense there.
Passes it to Beverly. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here is Forbes, defended by Batum. From 7. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 5 now.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Batum passes to Kennard. Count it from 12. He has 5.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Beverly against Teague. And stolen by Cousins. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top, leading by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the small forward spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Bucks leading by 4. Here's Connaughton. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Both teams will make substitutions. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. DiVincenzo against George. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Clippers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And here's Leonard from 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Now Middleton. Fires the three. They get the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Good on the second free throw. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Holiday with it. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Back to Middleton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Leonard dishes to Morris, and that one clearly a foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bucks passing it around to the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard kicks to Morris. All sorts of time. Up again. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Leonard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A clear look here for Middleton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's Leonard again missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
George way outside. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Batum. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so the Bucks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. Harden finds Jordan. Shot clock at 3. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Jackson looking it over. Feeds it to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Irving. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes it to Harris. Outside Durant. Harden trying to get open. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harden. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym. So he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin. And that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Harden with it, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Rondo finds Batum. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. From outside, off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for George. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Rondo looking over the floor. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Inside, here's Batum. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Irving passes to Bryant. Oh, Griffin in position.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Out to the right wing. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's man, guarded by Harden. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here are the Nets. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kennard up top. No points in the game yet for him. Not going to go that time. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players.
This game, it's a physical game, obviously.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Home in the paint. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Shamet. And yes, it's good. Shamet's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jackson passes to George. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Landry Shamet. Nets leading by 6. Here's Jordan, and Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
Here's Leonard, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So There's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Rondo with it, picked up by Harris. George against Harden, and Jordan sends it back. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Harris. Jordan's got 10.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rondo against Harden. It's stolen by Rondo. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go all the way. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
KD passes to Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. From deep, George. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now the Clippers moving it up. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The 3 from Harden. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Here's Cousins. The dish to Rondo. Morris right side. The putback. Cousins on the follow.
Just great work by DeMarcus Cousins. Persistence, great scoring ability, and that's how you manufacture points.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you a nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He had 12 points, 2. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris outside. From deep 3-point range. The Clippers grab the miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the rejection by Harden. And they'll keep possession. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. Outside, Green. The Nets working the ball around now. They swipe it.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off.
Beverley. Kennard up top, guarded by Harden. Outside for Jackson. Batum passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Batum. A second chance effort. Zubac kicks to Batum. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. In the corner, Irving with it. And here is Zubac. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Shots good by Kennard.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Harden outside. It's Brown on the wing. To the paint. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got 8.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Beverley looking around. In the corner, Kennard with it. Releases. That one wide left. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 9. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. And it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the two-guard spot. Clippers trail by 9, and now the fast break. George with the ball. Outside Leonard, and the pass to Morris. Over Claxton. Here's man. It's George on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets leading by 9. Now, here's Shamet. Brown the pass to Claxton. Outside, Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of you.
Good advice.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now George from deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nets leading by 13. Brown outside. And it's off from three-point range. Here's George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Griffin kicks to Green. Griffin against George. Green inside the three-point line. That one, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 11-point game. A three-pointer is right on target. Rondo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown outside. Pass to Green. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Leonard with the steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Nets leading by 6. 1:53 left in the game. Shamet on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Brown the pass to Claxton. Shoots over Leonard. Claxton no good. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo passes to George. Morris outside. Irving against Rondo. Here's Zubac. And it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. The Nets with the lead. Harden with it. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Irving misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Morris into the lane. Jackson misses.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Harden against Jackson. To end the drought, it's laid in by Harden. And the Nets lead by 8.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not all right, David. Thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. The energy is mounting. Live coverage of the NBA here on... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4. Holiday with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And Drew Holiday with the 3. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogg, and one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. They get it back. Jordan, the wide open look for Durant, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Middleton on the wing. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is Irving. The 3. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Now, here is Irving. Harden kicks to Irving. Passes it to Durant, and KD throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Holiday. The tray. Here's Lopez. That shot off the mark. Durant with some nice D. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Harden outside. Lobbed up there for KD. Lopez with the steal. Giannis passes to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Plays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got his second bucket.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Harden finds KD. To the inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. Inside. There's the pass to Giannis. Back to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now, here is Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the Bucks with possession here, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Forbes can't get it to go.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Durant against Middleton. Outside Durant. Pocket 6 from past the arc. Rebound Milwaukee. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the Bucks miss again. On its way from Irving for 2. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Durant kicks to Irving. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. The Bucks trail. Here's Nwora. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Brown. Outside Durant. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Tucker. Outside Portis. Pass to Nwora. The Bucks working the ball around. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Kyrie never backs off on the defensive end. Always scrapping and hustling. Bucks trail by 3.
Teague, the pass to Portis. He kicks to Tucker. Here's Portis. Over to the wing. Passes to Teague. Back to Portis. The pass to Forbes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown's got the ball. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here's Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Brown. Feeds to Durant. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. Now here's Teague. Asks to Connaughton. Now Teague. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Portis. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
One-on-one fast break. Lobs it up for Jordan. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. To the middle. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Harris is such an aggressive hunter of his shots. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and sometimes they get over-aggressive with him.
And Harris drops them both. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Holiday. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Harden surveying the D. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defending.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And here's Giannis. James Harden getting it to go from deep. KD against Giannis. And he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Bucks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
No good from Jordan. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Durant, he's open. No good off the front iron. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. Down low. Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Harden dishes to KD.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. The feed to Lopez. Over Jordan. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Lopez, no luck.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Milwaukee's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Middleton, the pass to Holiday. From deep. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday. Middleton's got 6 points.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Lopez against Harden. Lopez left side. Chipped away. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets trail by 3. Passes it to KD. And finished off by KD.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Brown comes in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Connaughton passes to Holiday. They get it again. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton, and he makes good on the layup. Connaughton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bucks ahead as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Durant in at the 3.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Now here is Holiday. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden kicks to Irving. Beyond the arc. And Lopez pulls it down.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Holiday up top. Kicks it down to Middleton. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Holiday. Outside Portis. Here's the 3. And that one is off.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's Connaughton. Back to Portis. Over Green. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And Irving launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Now here's Lopez. Outside Portis. Back to Lopez. Harden against Holiday. It's deflected. The pass to Harris. Green with the ball. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
Giannis against Harris. And Antetokounmpo. Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Now here's Harden. Left side, Irving. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot. Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant subbed in for Green. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Giannis. Good work there as it goes.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
It's Harden with the drive and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis. It's the first that brings them within 5.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's Harden. Yes!
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA. Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
And a wide open look for Irving. They get the rebound. It falls!
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This win, such a... All right, David, great job. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubats, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the four-man position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Antetokounmpo against Morris. Giannis drives in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Oh, Morris in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard kicks to Jackson. George looking over the floor. The Clippers keep it alive. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Giannis outside. The 3. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The 3 from George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Now here's Zubats. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Leonard. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The kick out to Holiday. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. Lopez. And to Tacumbo. Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Oh, Morris in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. From the arc. And that's good. Chris Middleton for three.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
George dishes to Leonard. And there's the pass to Morris. Greg, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jackson passes to Morris. Now George. Let's go. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
To the inside. Here's Lopez. Lays it up off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And George, here we go.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from George. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Teague, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Paul George. And he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
No good on the three. Clippers trail by 5. Inside, Cousins. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Portis. Up top, Tucker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going.
Out of bounds.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. And here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. He kicks it to Batum. Pass to Beverly. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Offline with his 3. Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Holiday. And Tucker has it in the corner. Bucks passing it around to the middle. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Kennard with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Here's Cousins. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
As much as today's game is being played on the perimeter, it's good to see Cousins attacking inside.
Holiday, the pass to Forbes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Now the pass to Beverly. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
DiVincenzo against George. Now here's Zubac. Defense is right there. George passes to Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. A 3 ball. They grabbed their own miss.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Rondo against T. Offside Rondo. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Outside for George. And it's Rondo penetrating. Count it. Good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside T. Now Lopez. Back to T. Passes to DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Morris kicks to George. Wide open look here for Zubac. That one off the back iron and out. Bucks leading by 7. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Morris dishes to Leonard. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Here's Rondo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 9-point lead. And you, big fella. And that's going to...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday inside the line, off the left rim and out. Clippers trail by 9. Outside for Jackson. Pass to George. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Offensive rebound. Lopez kicks to Holiday. No good from outside.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Stolen by Holiday. Middleton for 3. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Takes the 3. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Middleton outside. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Middleton's got 6.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Jackson dishes to George. Now the feed to Morris. And he lays it straight in. Morris has got his first points in this one.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Jackson. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Here's Lopez. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 13. Jackson finds Zubats. There's the pass to George. He gets it in there.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. In the corner, Middleton with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 13.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Here's Morris. Outside for Jackson. Outside, George. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint. Lopez passes to Middleton. Offline with his 3. Now, here's George. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 13. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And Cousins kicks to Rondo. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 13. To the right side. From downtown. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rondo passes to Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
Boy, Rondo's a handful in pick-and-roll sets. Always finds the right angle.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Portis. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Batum kicks to Rondo. The three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Batum. Fires the 3. Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 14. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Pass to Forbes. Outside Portis. That 3 off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Forbes. Pass to Tucker. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bucks lead by 11. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Beverly against Portis. Left side Rondo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. It's Portis high post. Here is Forbes, defended by Beverly, beyond the arc. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Lets the three fly.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Here's Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closer. Here's Batum. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Batum's got 9 points here in the second half. The Bucks shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Stolen by Beverly. In the corner, Kennard with it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday surveying the floor. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton against Morris. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
And here is Teague. Passes it to Nwora. From deep. No good that time. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good competition, but the home. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.